welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing The Terminator. This one came out in 1984 and was directed by James Cameron and stars Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe to post notification bells so you can get notified for every video. Let's start talking about the good. So all the actors and actors in this film, I thought they're all fantastic. Of course, you have Linda Hamilton, who plays Sarah Connor, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who of course plays the Terminator. I thought they were both very, very good in this film. The cinematography, I thought it was fantastic. The shots, the camera angles, all aspects of the cinematography in this film were fantastic. Every sequence looked like an actual sequence, and it looked good. This entire film was lit very well, and I also thought that the cinematography, especially for the opening sequence, was phenomenal based on how much directors in the 80s had to work with. James Cameron just made that opening sequence phenomenal. And now let's move on to that opening sequence. This opening sequence is a battle sequence, of course, between the Terminators and humans, and it's fantastic. The colors, vibrant colors, and the weapons that they use, the guns, the futuristic-like guns, futuristic-like Terminators look fantastic. They all look like, well, still to this day, they all look like they still would take place in the future, and those guns would be future-like guns. So this film did age very well. The action sequences. I thought the action sequences were very unique, very fun. In the opening sequence, like I just mentioned, that opening battle sequence, that action sequence was fantastic. It keeps you entertained constantly throughout that opening sequence, so that when you actually get into the film, you're already excited for what's going to happen in the film. And of course, the action sequences throughout the entire film are all phenomenal. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, kind of goes on a killing spree, but he kind of doesn't know what he's doing because he is a Terminator. So I just thought the action sequences were just phenomenal. The sequences in this film, there are a lot of iconic sequences. Of course, any quotable lines like "Come with me if you want to live, and I'll be back," of course, delivered by Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, the Terminator. And the fact that they're still memorable to this day and people can quote them in like 2 seconds, it tells you that this film is very important and people still love this film to this day. And this is an instant classic. The third act of the film, I thought it was fantastic. It delivers all the action sequences that you want inside a third act. It delivers some good payoff to some of the characters, as well as a bit of the Terminator. But of course, you see that later in the further films. But Linda Hamilton's character in that third act is just awesome. She is the definition of an awesome action hero in that third act of the film. The ending sequence, I thought the ending was very well done. It gives a nice conclusion to the film, but also kind of leaves you wondering, are they going to make a sequel? Which, of course, they made many sequels. So I thought the ending sequence was fantastic. And the score, the 80s score, it fits the tone of the film very, very well. This film is, of course, in the 80s, and it just has that classic 80s film, 80s score. That it's memorable. It's sort of like a score that a movie like this would have, like a Terminator, a robot. It sounds kind of like a score for that type of film, so I thought it was fantastic, and it works for the film. That's about it. There's nothing bad about this film. The Terminator is a fantastic film. This is definitely a classic sci-fi /action/horror film. And it's definitely an 80s classic, and I highly recommend it, and I'm going to give The Terminator an A. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.